I see you gather before me. Hungry, terrified, clutching your babes to your breast. Emperor Emir has marched his legions into our lands, laid siege to every fortress from here to the Blue Mountains. Rabid and ravenous, he bites and bites away. Men of the North, you stand at the precipice. Your kings have failed you, so now you turn to the gods. And yet you do not plead. You do not kneel to dust your heads with ash. Instead you wail, why have the gods forsaken us? We must look into the trials we failed long ago. In a time past, our world intertwined with another through an upheaval scholars call the conjunction of the spheres. The gods allowed unholy forces to slip into our domain. The offspring of that cataclysm was the nefarious force called magic. Yet we did not banish it, instead studying the vile arcane for our own power and wealth. And the monsters at our door, the unholy relics of this conjunction. The trolls, the corpse eaters, the werewolves. Did we raise our swords against them? Or have we laid this burden on others? On so-called witches. Stray children taught the ways of foul sorcery, their bodies mutated through blasphemous ritual. Sent to fight monsters, though they could not distinguish good from evil. The flicker of humanity, long extinguished within them. Yes, their numbers have dwindled through the years. But a few still roam our lands, offering their bloody work for coin. To this day, they shame us with their very existence. The North bleeds, flogged by war. The battles are the gods' whip, chastisement for our sins. And let us not forget the terrors, the scourges from beyond our world. The wild hunt rides the sky with every full moon. The Dark Raiders abduct our children into lands unknown. Some say they herald a second conjunction. Can we chart a course back into the light? Will we find the strength to banish the mages from our kingdoms? Unite around the warmth of the eternal fire. Nigh is the time of the sword and axe. None will fight this war in our stead. Nigh is the time of madness and disdain.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman. Geralt needed to lift the curse, so he took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialists on dark spells, to the Witcher's fortress of Kaer Morhen.
I was thinking about why they would attack the Witchers, you know? Why would they attack the Witcher's fortress? Turned into a decrepit heap, you know, a shell of what it once was. And the thing that makes me, the conclusion that I came to, is that they probably felt inferior to the Witchers. They probably felt like the Witchers were a force they couldn't control, they couldn't measure up to. They saw them as a threat. You know, they could also see mages the same way. You see them as these better than them individuals. And that's something that I think the anime Frieren touched on a little bit. Just a little bit. Because Witchers, they're generally benevolent. You know, they'll yes, they get a lot of hate when they go around, and that kind of proves my point. Because if they didn't treat them with disdain, with with envy almost. You know, they're scared of Witchers. They're not respectful of Witchers and what they do, unless the Witchers do something that directly helps them. You see, otherwise they see them as abominations. And that's how people that are high performers in their different aspects, in their different fields, are treated. They're treated as if they're alien in a way, because they're not like everyone else. They stand out. You know, people that think a little differently than the rest of everyone else, they're treated as if they're diseased. They're treated as if they're somehow wrong in a way. But you have to wonder, why are people genuinely born different? Why are they built different than other people? If we learn to use those differences as a way of helping society grow and learn the difference, or put them into positions where they would be highlighted, would it help the general populace, do you think? Would it show them that they could be a little different, a little bit more confident in their own skin if they were just a little bit different than everyone else? Or is it best that everyone just acts the same? Because if you think about the IQ bell curve, the majority of people are in the middle, in the averages. So if you're not within that average, you're seen as a bit of a outlier. People don't really like outliers. So I was thinking about that, and I wanted to talk about it because it's something that I I feel the Witchers and the mages as well had to deal with, and when I play that character, it kind of gives me an idea of how they would react to the individuals around them, and how that shapes the choices that they make. Do we want to avoid Yennefer a little bit longer? Kind of do. Decided against it. We've been putting this off long enough, right? It'd be nice to see Kira. Great.
God damn it, you piece of shit!
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Where's Kira? Where's Lotho as well?
Damn Crystal!
You decide to blow us up?
Geralt, I'm in no mood for jests, especially dull ones.
Should we tell her to calm down even though we know it's gonna do the opposite? Let's do it. Let's piss her off.
Need to blow off steam? Go ahead, just not on me. Find some other target. I don't know, throw another bed off the balcony.
Ha ha ha. So it's to be dull jokes after all.
Rather have a serious conversation? We can do that if you prefer. I mean, what got into you? That determined to make Vesemir your enemy?
No, I was determined not to sleep in the bed in which you swived Triss. Repeatedly. Know what?
Probably
We should
because
end
she's...
this discussion before I say something I'll regret.
Oh, that's exactly what she said, huh? Oh, we just upset her. I mean, I am Team Triss. Triss is the best girl, and this is an exact reason why. 'Cause Triss can take a joke.
But I'd love to hear what you have to say.
Is that so? Very well then. Listen, you shagged my friend for upwards of a year. I cannot know what your Witcher's Code says on the matter, but ordinary folk would consider it obscene, base, vile. I try not to think about it. That stupid bed was making it difficult. That's that.
Not about to grovel, if that's what you're after.
I tire of this conversation. It ends now.
Oh. She's really not in the mood.
Let's go do some quests. Oh.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman. Geralt needed to lift the curse, so he took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialists on dark spells, to the Witcher's fortress of Kaer Morhen.
To be honest, I understand why she would act that way. It just doesn't give her any right to do so. Like if she wants to act mature, you know, have a conversation without getting aggressive, then sure. But I have no time for attitudes. I think they may actually be inside the grotto. Jenga Fett.
Again. So, you change your mind? Want to hunt the Rossport brothers with me? Easy coin for you.
Yeah, we can hunt them together.
Grand. Let's get going then. I've picked up their trail. They shouldn't be far.
Jenga Fett. Oh.
Mum shut you out. Now the Grey will take you back. Tit for
I like the way you die. Went well, I thought. Maybe you'd consider working together for a spell. Seems you have a gift for this kind of work.
Thanks. Once is enough. So long.
You don't want to work with them
A
more?
lot of loot to carry. Not sure I can do it without a boat.
Enhanced Ursine. Armor. Negotiator.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman. Geralt needed to lift the curse, so he took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialist on dark spells, to the Witcher's fortress of Kaer Morhen.
Oh dear. Blow up. Oh. I understand why she would act that way.
Wonder what happened. Someone walked through the spilled wine.
Yennefer, that is. I understand why she would
Somebody
act that
was
way.
bound. Rope was cut quickly with a dull blade.
But you have to ask yourself a question.
Someone was running. Fast. Panicked. Prints are deep, and suddenly... claw marks. A flyer. Swooped down. Judging by the claw marks, gotta be a wyvern or a forktail. Shattered the wine barrel. But seems the people managed to escape. Kedwani. Smell will linger for hours.
Oh, this way, huh? Yeah. So you have to think about it, right? And if you're under the understanding that Geralt lost his memory after being killed in Blaviken, after he basically lost his life because of Yennefer, because of her silly little antics, life literally gave him a second chance. It's like, hey, why don't you try maybe, you know, not being, you know, stuck with her anymore. Try it out. See if there's someone that
Tracks
might
lead to the
treat you
cave.
better. And that's exactly what happened.
Caught one just before he reached the cave.
So, if he did find someone that would treat him well, that basically means she's insecure of the competition. She doesn't think that she's better than Triss. She doesn't think that she compares.
Boy, Creve, your eyes, they shine so in the dark. Thought at first it were the lizard coming.
Thing that attacked. How big was it?
Well, too big to squeeze in here. It were huge. And those teeth, ugh, we barely escaped.
Wonder if it killed the traders. Poor son's sure had it coming.
Important thing now's to get out of here. Will ye help, Master Witcher?
Which one of you's Tamil?
That one over there. Beast got him. But how do you know?
His brother asked me to come and find you. Tell me what happened.
Some traders hired us. To protect him along the high road, they said. Before we knew it, they'd bound us like calves.
Why?
They were kind enough to explain it real precise that we were necessary sacrifice for progress and trade.
So they left us, tied to the wagon, as beast bait. Weren't long before a huge lizard appeared, as if its master had whistled.
Monsters must have learned by now that army supplies travel down this road.
Oi, clever one, the lizard. Cut us off straight away. Left us to crawl in here. Poor Tommy didn't make it.
Need to tend to the monster. Doubt I'll have to look far. Wyverns like to herd their prey towards their nests.
We'll wait here. Wouldn't want to get in your way.
Royal Wyvern. Lucky me.
A royal wyvern. Found another hole. I do like holes. In truth, there is naught more repulsive than these monsters that defy nature and are known by the name of Witcher. They are the offspring of foul sorcery and witchcraft. They are veritable scoundrels without conscience and virtue, unscrupulous creatures of hell able only to take lives. They have no place among decent and honest folk. In this keep, this Kaer Morhen, where these villains nest and practice their foul rituals, must be wiped from the earth. All traces of it treated with salt and saltpeter to complete the deed. They're just racist. This looks sick. Lackluster loot, though. So think about it. If you found out that the person you cared about, that cared about you too, lost their memory, wouldn't you try and prove to them that you were better than, you were good enough to like win their affections back?
Let's dance.
It's like the idea of 50 First States, if you guys have seen that movie. It's a movie about... Go back down here. It's about a girl who loses her memory every night.
Show me what you got. Draconid nest. Wasn't them that attacked those people. Gotta be a royal wyvern hiding around here somewhere. More will spawn. Need to destroy the nests. Draconid nest. Need to destroy it.
Yeah. There it is. Just me and you, mano a mano.
now, you piece of filth.
It's huge. What's the name again?
Royal Wyvern. Don't usually come this big.
It's feasted plenty, I reckon. Attacking those traveling the road. What do they call ye, Master?
Geralt of Rivia.
Geralt of Rivia. It'll be a tale to tell the young'uns.
Indeed it shall. So what Yennefer basically showed through her actions was that she felt inferior to Triss. And that's why Triss is the best girl. Because if Yennefer and Geralt were meant to be together, they would have ended up together.
Looters, horses, all. Greetings.
I found your friends.
I have spoken to them. They're too damn bad Tomil didn't make it. Here, take this.
Thanks. Farewell.
$192 crowns! Juicy loot.
It's clear as the eternal fire. Another drifter in from Temeria. Ugh. Welcome.
What have you got?
Ooh. Glamour. Scoia'tael.
So long.
Up the stairs?
And she replied, religion is the opium of the masses, and that she'll not beg anyone for her life. Then the flames flared up, licking the rooftops. She hadn't the time to scream.
Are you certain?
The whole day wasted.
Down one.
What a monstrosity.
Yes?
Count Kurt Dysart.
Are you here regarding the contract?
Wanted to hire a witcher, didn't you?
I did, but not just any vagabond. One hears all manner of stories about the lunatics of the School of the Cat. Which do you belong to?
School of the Wolf.
Ah, yes. A good one. I knew a witcher of this school. Barnabas? No. So his name did begin with a B. Never mind. To the matter at hand. Not long past, I acquired an estate east of Novigrad. I got it on the cheap, you see. The seller was very keen to be rid of it. Now, I've learned the building is said to be haunted.
Goes to explain the seller's urgency.
I do not believe in ghosts. It is that simple. But my men say the house shakes at night. Walls crumble. Why, even the floors move about. Is there anything to be done? A remedy for this?
Fine. I'm willing to investigate. How do I get there?
An orchard adjoins the property. The house itself you should recognize easily. Cracks cover its walls. Is the key. And good luck.
Monstrosity.
Must you really repeat this nonsense?
Think I'd piss me trousers.
The crowing cockles. You're an offence to the majesty of the eternal fire.
Pits are rank.
Well, another freak.
The way they laugh is so funny.
Kiss clowns, box for bread, please, good folk.
Nay, not like that. Why is your ass so
started
made,
this
aren't
war.
you?
Nilfgaard, of course. They's the ones violated the border first. Imperial soldiers.
Imagine the love story that Geralt and Yen could have had had Yennefer acted a little bit different.
Fire roars day and night.
Back there at Lochmuir.
With steel and fire.
Lollygagging.
If you want it clean, let me pass. I've got shit and pasta.
But instead, she decided to be like that.
Never feels like shagging. Don't lift a finger round the yard.
Greetings.
Wouldn't mind a looking. Farewell.
Greetings.
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
Wow.
Farewell. So this is the haunted house.
Lots of cracks.
Whole building shaking, but a specter would have attacked me already. Inhabitant clearly left in a hurry.
Radovid V the Stern, the hard slog to greatness. Which brings us to the epithet of the current ruler of Redania, the Stern. Allow me to diagnose the causes and consequences of this appellation. Firstly, the seeds of Radovid's sternness were surely planted in his childhood. When Radovid was born to King Vizimir and Queen Hedwig in 1255, his care was immediately entrusted to Philippa Eilhart, the court sorceress. While none dared question if she was fit for the role of tutor, few now envisage her as having been a warm caregiver to a young child. And whatever harsh lessons she gave Radovid clearly left a lasting mark. The next step on Radovid's path to becoming the Stern, the death of his father when Radovid was but 13 years of age. Though rumor has it, father and son barely knew one another. The mere fact of being thrust into one's inheritance at such an early age and in such murky circumstances must have had a hardening effect. Finally, the Regency finished schooling Radovid towards becoming the Stern, led by Sigismund Dijkstra of Tretogor. The Regency Council imparted upon Radovid a style of politics steeped in Dijkstra's aggressive, no-holds-barred reason of state first principles. Such are the causes of Radovid's temperament. Now, on to the consequences. Most manifestations of his fierce manner are well known. However, a few illustrative examples might prove useful here. They include his summoning of the Order of the Flaming Rose to be his armed enforcers, his later support for the witch hunters in their zealous cause, and finally, there is the massacre at Loch Muin. Yet it is the fight against Nilfgaard that Radovid has proven himself truly the Stern. While the forces of other realms disintegrated in the face of the Empire's onslaught, he has strengthened his own realm and taken command of the joint armies of the North. Whatever their opinion of him before, all clear-eyed observers now agree, Radovid V, known also as Radovid the Stern, is the North's last bulwark against Emir's expanding power. Hard times create hard men. Journal from the Moldavi residence. What a lovely home. I cannot believe we were able to buy it so cheaply. Valeria always had a keen mind for business. She haggled so fiercely the broker dropped his price by a third. Incredible. Valeria says the room layout is exceptionally well conceived. Tomorrow we will move all our things in. It will be good to have our own place. Finally some peace and quiet. Once we had arranged all the furniture, Valeria decided we needed to paint the walls yellow. Perhaps that is for the best. It will make it more cozy. Valeria's mother visited us. Tomorrow I shall paint the walls green. Valeria heard some noises during the night. She woke me several times, but I did not hear a thing. This night I heard them. The walls shook. Valeria has learned from the neighbors that previously a powerful mage resided in this home. They all said he would summon demons, and his spirit still haunts its rooms. People will believe the most outlandish nonsense. Valeria has decided to move back in with her mother for some time, until I do something about the walls. I joked perhaps I could simply repaint them, but I don't think she found that amusing. The plaster has begun to fall off. It seems to me that I heard a noise last night, something like a muffled roar. Valeria has returned. She found a buyer for the home, avoided any suspicion by claiming to be the mage's widow, selling off the estate after her husband's unfortunate death at the stake. Fool Count must think he has found himself an incredible bargain.
Scattered salt. Probably to drive ghosts away. Pointless superstition.
I can't do this one. I'm trying to do an achievement where I don't use any potions or signs. So I can't. I have to just do one more contract.
Must be Honorton, village from the notice. Except necrophages. Great. Ugly bastard.
I can take the thorn damage with drinks.
Not a living soul in sight. Something evil's been here. Necrophages appeared after. Blade pierced internal organs. Cuts. Shallow, but each hit an artery. Bolt. Damn it. Snapped in half. Necrophages tore the body apart. Can't say what killed him, though. Sword wounds.
Man.
Somebody's well off. Aleshin's head, especially for Velen, chopped off with a sharp knife. Well, well. Somebody beat me to it. Aleshin's head, chopped off with a sharp knife. Well, well. Somebody beat me to it. Fire's still burning. This happened recently. Died without a fight. Butchered. Gut sliced open. Probably died defending its owner. First cut severed the aorta. Second hit the femoral artery. It died quickly. Didn't put up a fight. Blade pierced her back between vertebrae. Severed her spinal cord. She couldn't move. bled to death.
Holy. Holy.
Ugly bastard.
Are they about to do so much damage?
Blood. Mixed with something. That smell. Alcohol, earthball, and wolfsbane. A potion. This blood didn't come from a peasant. Imperial mustache, plump cheeks, important man. Cause of death, stab wound. Blade between the ribs, straight to the heart. Holding something. Silver chain, snapped, ripped it off someone.
Shit. Stop.
A doll, and a child's footprints. In one window, out the other. Smart. Uh-huh. Gotcha. Don't worry. I'm not going to hurt you. Calm down. Just want to talk to you.
Leave me be! Killer! Murderer!
I got it wrong.
You've cat eyes! Same as him!
Same as?
Same as him! The bad man who killed everyone!
Did he have two swords on his back?
Not telling you nothing! Go away!
Huh. This doll yours, maybe?
It is?
He got a name?
Master Freckleface!
Pretty.
Give him to me. Please.
Doubt Master Freckleface would be much help on the path, so... here. Now, think you could tell me what happened here? I need to know.
Our woods. They was haunted. Some spook. Uncle Silvermere said we best fetch a witcher. So one came. Looked lost like you. But... they were pure evil in his eyes. He bought the spook's headset. Uncle Silvermere weren't happy about something. He yelled and he cursed. And then he went to the barn and
Shh. Think I know the rest.
He let me go. I don't know why. And then he went that way, towards the circle where we leave gifts for the gods. I hid in the barn. Found this lying in the hay.
School of the Cat. Thanks. You've been a big help. What'll you do? Got any family around here?
Me auntie lives in Orton.
I'll take you to her. But first I gotta see to this bad man. Stay put and keep quiet. Understood? Sit tight, kid. If you went off towards the circle, that'd be the place to start. The stone circle. Need to look around. Footprints. Barely visible. Must be him. Blood. Still fresh. It's close.
What now, you piece of filth?
Fellow witch. Well, small world.
You lost something.
Come all that way to give me my medallion? Thanks. Craft Solidarity is alive and well.
But our craft's reputation is on its last legs. Folk won't easily forget that massacre.
Occupational hazard. Could have happened to any one of us. Well, what are you still doing here?
I want to chat first, and we'll see.
Take a seat.
I'll stand. Now talk. Honorton, what happened?
Come on. You know what happened. Know what they wanted to pay me for the lesson? Go on, guess.
$100.
Ha ha, if only. 12. Understand, pal? 12 fucking crowns. Barely covers my potion ingredients.
What had you agreed to?
That several times over. But when it came time to pay up, you know the routine. Good sir, me young'uns are starving. There's a war on. Gods have mercy. Show some pity.
Rings a bell, but that's no reason to kill.
I'm not finished. I told them I wouldn't show pity. And if I didn't see gold, they'd wish they had the Leshy back. They got these grim looks. And then the alderman spoke. Come now, Master Witcher. Me and the lads, we hid some gold in the barn, so's the Baron's men wouldn't take it. Come, you'll get your coin right quick. I fell for it, like a fool. One of them chattered on while another jabbed me in the back with a pitchfork.
How the hell did you survive that? Pitchfork wounds are bad. Know that all too well.
I turned at the last instant. Prongs went in shallow, at an angle. Missed my lungs. I admit, I lost my temper. Lost it bad. I'm used to shit bounties, to the cheating, then begging me for help, then spitting as I pass. But murder me? Just to save a few crowns? I'm supposed to protect horses like that? So I drew steel. I didn't sheath it till the ground was slick with blood.
The girl. Why'd you spare her?
Because... it doesn't matter.
Wouldn't have asked if it didn't talk.
Reminded me of my sister. How I remember her from... just before they took me away to the School of the Cat.
How is she now?
Died about 10 years ago. Of old age. Well, we've had our little heart-to-heart. Witcher to Witcher. What now?
Ultimately, it's not my job to judge you.
That's it? Not gonna lecture me? Make me promise to mend my ways?
They call me the Butcher of Blaviken, for good reason. I know how it is. Sometimes heads just roll.
Wait. I'm no cheap prick like those hayseeds. I owe you something. Here, directions to my stash. Take what you want.
Thanks.
No, thank you. Good luck on the path, Wolf.
Should get back to the kid before something else sniffs her out.
You're back! I thought you'd not return. That he'd hurt you too.
I'm fine. And you don't need to worry about him anymore.
So you'll take me to my auntie's? It's awful here.
Sure thing. Let's go.
Think I could ride on your shoulders?
So long as you promise not to pull my hair.
I promise.
Then hop on up.
Auntie Lucy!
Millie, what are you doing here, you naughty girl?
'Cause back in the village, there's no...
I'll explain. You run along and play a bit, all right? There was a massacre in Honorton. No survivors. Well, except her.
The gods, what happened? A bandit attack?
You could say that. You'll look after her?
Truth be told, you'd do better to take her with you.
Funny. Used to be folk were afraid we'd take their kids.
Used to be folk weren't so in need. Got 4 of me own grandkids. Used to be 6, but we buried 2 last winter. Hard to live off naught but bark soup.
Take this. Use it for food, and only food. If I come back and see you drinking.
So much. The gods reward ye, Master Witcher, 1,000 blessings.
Time I was on my way.
No, but why?
Witcher's lot in life. Always on the road, on the path.
Will you come back and see me sometime?
Hope so. Take care, kid.
Millie! Come, child. We'll buy a bit of flour. Your aunt'll whip up some pancakes. Sound good to ye?
Why am I so far away?
gonna stand here like pricks on Bellatine?
You lot eager?
Plow yourself!
Right, me lovers, to work!
As a bunch, lads!
Ah! Tarnation!
Really? It's over. Soldiers have taken the school. They killed Axel and Cedric. As for Schrodinger, well, I can't say for sure. Might be alive, might be dead. Bounties have been put on your head and mine. Avoid cities and the high roads. Don't attract any attention. Joel.
Foglet, Ghoul, Gravehag. Wonder why he didn't turn in these trophies. Maybe they tried to cheat him then, too.
It's possible. Is it Breen or Brienne?
My mummy says hello.
Welcome, Master Witcher.
Saw the notice. Let's say I'm interested.
That's good. Grand even. Name's Breen Hotch. I posted that slip.
Gonna need details.
Course. Well, through a series of regrettable events, I came to own a spread of forest ripe for logging, near Novigrad. At a distance from any roads, but quite near the port. Easy gold, right? Just hire some lumberjacks and count the coin.
Meant details about the monster, not your business.
That's all lint, see? I took on some dwarven loggers, but they came to me, claiming the forest haunted. Thought them lazy, nothing more. And one day, they went in the wood, and only one returned. Said some forest devil had attacked him.
I'll take the job. This logger, where'll I find him?
Around. Last I saw him, he was drinking away his pay. Said he had to honor his dead comrades.
Welcome.
What have you got there?
Francesca Finderbear, leader. Daisy of the Valley, draw an extra card at the beginning of the battle.
So long.
Every bloke's a swine. That's all I've got to say.
There's the witnesses.
Welcome, traveller. Drink with me, you cocksucker. Fucking knock back a few so's my mates will race peaceful. Something ploughed them up good, but I don't know what it was. Don't know who or what to cuss.
Talked to one Breen Hotch. Told me all about your comrade's death.
No blicker. We tried to explain some horror was prowling the forest. He refused to believe it.
He's hired me. Wants me to find the beast that attacked you and your friends.
Is that so? Well, I take back what I said. Good man, Breen, though a halfling.
Tell me about the attack. What do you remember?
We were making our way out of the forest, loaded with wood like pack horses. All of a sudden we heard the bloody howl. With the oaths, lead us. We legged it, but then the cartwheel got stuck. Magnus Rector hollered I should run to the hut for the crossbows, so I ran. Come back to the woods. Bloody plough and massacre. Couldn't tell me mates apart.
Thanks. Really helpful, that.
Kill the bugger. Will you?
Dragon Mountains.
Good grief. The foot wrappings reek.
You know how to disembowel them.
Washed your hair lately?
Logger's hut. Need to find the spot where they died. Deep ruts. Logger's wagon must have stopped here. Then they went down this road, probably towards their clearing. There was a fight here. 2 dwarves and something big. There was a fight here. 2 dwarves and something big. A dwarf went this way.
Oh no!
Roots pinned this one to the ground, so hard he suffocated. Wounded dwarf tried to flee, bleeding heavily. Clawed the rock. Must have been angry and strong. Deep wound on his back. Bled to death. Everything says Leshen, a young one. Must have arrived here recently. Need to find its totem. Crows serve Leshens. Should find some near the totem. Not a Leshen's birds. False trail. Ordinary ravens looks like. No sign of a totem. Lo and behold, a Leshen's totem. Now, to destroy it. Ought to piss it off, make it leave its lair.
You've been a bad Leshen. He's humongous. Ah! Holy. Ow. You might have to bail.
Not bad.
Is he wandering around? Yeah, he is. We gotta wait out the ravens.
Ugly bastard.
He sure is. It's true. Oof. We're super close. Holy. This fight would be over if I was able to use potions. Even signs, I could just light them on fire. summon some more wolves too. He killed his... Did he die to the bleed? We got him, boys. Decently tough, actually. Scoia'tael.
I'm cold.
Touch me wifey and I'll smack you sideways.
Welcome, Master Witcher.
I killed the Leshen that attacked the lumberjacks.
Oh, that's wonderful. Grand even. I'll have to find some new loggers, but there's no shortage of folk looking for work. But can I be certain no other Leshen will show?
It's possible, I suppose. Have to find a Witcher if it happens.
Aye, yes. Well, your due reward. I'm not the kind not to pay for a job well done.
Farewell.
Life's a bitch.
$195
Your arse had great
crowns.
too.
Awful weather. Good thing we'll leave soon.
I ain't working in the rain. That's why I ain't working.
It's funny.
Here to talk about the contract.
Contract? Ah, yes. Put my mark to something of the sort. Seems a creature's attacking lonely passers-by, abandoning their corpses in gutters around Oxenford.
Isn't that something you should look into?
Perhaps, but we've a ploughing war to win. Haven't got the time to clean gutters.
I'll take the job. Need to hear some details.
You'll learn everything I know.
Like to examine the victims' bodies.
A corpse is a corpse.
I see the wounds. Might be able to tell what kind of monster killed them.
Ask our Sawbones. He'll know if the corpses have been burned or not. You'll most likely find him in the hut on the riverbank, our impromptu morgue.
Any witnesses to these attacks? Anyone see the beast?
Some woman survived an attack. They say she's not been sober since. I'd try the tavern in Oxenfurt if you're willing to try talking to her.
Won't give me any trouble with the reward, will you?
Nah, I want this out of my hair.
Can't let my jacket get wet again.
Ah,
I'll get lashed.
watch your step.
The mark of a dangerous guild you wear.
Oh, will you buy a round for a victim of the beast?
Tell me about the monster. How you were attacked.
I'd need another bottle to get through it.
See, I'd rather you stayed sober while we talked. Bought yourself that bottle later.
Have it your way. I was leaving the inn that night. Might have had a drink or 5. I'm sure I wasn't hallucinating. Something down an alley called my name. It was dark. Couldn't see what it was, but it wasn't no human. Of that I'm certain.
What makes you so sure?
I just know. This thing grabbed the hem of my skirt, but I broke free and ran.
That it? You didn't see much.
Don't believe me either, do you? Fuck you! Fuck you all!
The mark of a dangerous guild you wear.
Well, a witcher.
Long live the king.
Oh,
Mind if I... So long.
It's damp. It's damp.
It's raining, of course it's going to be damp.
Crikey.
It's damp. It's damp.
It's raining, of course it's going to be damp.
A bracelet. Pretty worn. Silver under the gilding. Too big for a woman's wrist. Attacker lost it, most likely.
Greetings, master.
Got a razor and shears? So long.
Water's gonna rise.
Maybe it's true what they say. The witches prepare a deluge.
You the medic? I'd like to see the monster's victims.
Oh, yes. I've not had them burned yet. Must get to that.
You done autopsies yet? Intend to?
Why would I? Beggars and vagrants. Every last one stinking of cheap wine.
Mind if I have a look?
In point of fact, I'd prefer you didn't sniff around.
Gonna make me come back with a written order?
Good grief. Pushy, aren't we? Here, the key to the morgue. Look all you want.
He was drunk. Someone dragged him over the cobblestones. Fang marks on his neck. Vampire sucked his blood. Vampire bites and the strong stench of alcohol. Just like the other one. Fondness for jewelry. Wounds on the victims' bodies. Everything suggests a Catacan. Except this vampire likes the blood of drunkards. That's the way to lure it out.
You are far from ordinary. You're a witcher.
Maybe it's true what they say. The witches prepare a deluge.
Ah! What's this?
It's damp. It's damp.
Oh. It's raining, of course it's going to be damp.
Feisty, eh?
Lovely.
Spare a copper or two.
What's this?
Long live the king. Oh, I remember you. What'll it be?
Wanna get drunk off my ass, and it's gotta be on cheap wine.
Trouble with the lass? Or did your enterprise go under?
Neither, just part of the job.
I'll need you to pay in advance.
Pour, and keep it coming.
Once was a maid from Vic of Varro. Tight at night she'd be loose come morrow. Early in the morning, another maid from Vic of Varro. Loud with pleasure, drank with sorrow, till early in the morning.
Catacan didn't hear it. I'll try another verse.
Back under your
I decided to go the wrong way? Wow.
Long live Radovid!
Our third maid was not demanding, gave it up to any man standing, early in the morning.
What's the meaning of this? Such rudeness and vulgarity, young people these days.
All right, all right. Sheesh.
Feisty, eh?
Might be that one.
I sense your blood.
Come out and fight, bitch.
I shall drink your blood.
Come on, cut the shit.
Here I am.
Where are you at?
Over here.
Oh, there he is. Really?
Where's that damned Catacan? I can hear it. It's going to the hut by the river.
It's inside here. Okay. Ah. Unbelievable. Sneaky, sneaky.
Go while you still can.
Ow. We got him, boys.
Your kind spreads disease, defeatism, and desertion.
Killed the monster that was murdering folk. Turns out a Catacan was prowling the city.
You speak true. But what on earth's a Catacan?
A higher vampire. Particularly interesting case, this one.
How the hell could a foul beast be interesting?
This one liked alcohol. Had a hugely inflated ego, too.
What matters is you snuffed it out. Due some praise for that, Witcher.
So long.
$204 crowns! No way. To be continued.